124.
Yes.
Now, I was not going to sign. Take my word. I was not going to sign. Why? I never trusted the people who are taking this petition. I never trusted you. But after making several consultations, and of yesterday, there has been a rumor that whoever has not signed has been given 25 million shillings not to sign. That's why I am here. To confirm that I have not got 25 million, the allegation of 25 millions. I never trusted you. You remember in the tennis parliament we are here fighting age limit, and at the end of the day you supported Museveni. That's why I told you.
I never supported the age limit. No, clarify.
You never supported the age limit, okay. But you supported Museveni. Which is the same almost. The Honorable Arion, the one I saw you with last time, he had started with you in the beginning when he demanded that the powers of parliament should be brought back for us to be electing our commissioners. Yeah. But I just saw him somewhere outside the country in Canada for 26 days. That's why
but Honorable,
just a minute. A minute. He's not here.
He's not here.
My colleague. Yeah. That's why I wanted to ask him. He had started on the process, but later on I saw him abroad. So now I have come today. I'm putting my trust in you for the first time now. I never had much trust in you, but now, I'm putting it. This one I have trust in him,
okay.
And he's the one who has whipped me. This is Samba. After the allegation is that we are given 25 million not to append our signature.
Append and tell people that
that one is our chair, Honorable Salo Pendi, is our chair, Whopper. I don't overtrust her, but I trust her under this process. You should work on the talk. Now that you have appended my signature, I'm appending my signature. And you know the processes which you will take to eject these commissioners. Because when you talked about the 23 millions, at first I thought of 1.7 billions.
Yes.
But when you discovered that these same people were awarded themselves a monthly 23 million salary,
yes. That's
when I had to come and sign. Now let the public know. I told you that I was going to be the last in the signing. But I don't think that I'm the last. Let the public get to know that we are never given 25 millions, which they are alleging that we are given 25 millions not to sign. And I'm signing, trusting you. This is my last trust in you. If you don't finish on what you have started, fire will burn you. This one, I trust him.
Tamaguzi.
Because you are doing this for the good of our country.
Yes.
No one is interested in corruption. No one is interested in misappropriations. That's why I'm signing, sir.
Thank you.
I'm not seeing you clapping your hands. It's not very easy.
I'm clapping.
Aye.
The eyes are big. Now, here is my signature, sir.
No, his signature.
You should work on the top.
Very clear. It is here.
There have been no excuses that some members didn't sign because you are given some money. I've never got any money from anyone. That's why I've signed, such that we should work on the talk as members of parliament.
Sure.
Whoever is against corruption should come and sign. I have trusted you. Let me hope you will conclude the process. If you don't conclude the process,
no, but
fire will burn you. Kakati njagala kwebaza Honorable bano nze nali ngambye nti we kunaaba kusayininga nze njo sembayo olwa politikisi waffe wano aliwo mu tennis parliament omusajja gwe bayita Honorable Odongo Oto yatusayiningisa ku kiwandiiko tugobe omukulu omwo n'akijjukira ove Saddeni n'abula nakyo kati omu ku baali batandise process eno Honorable Alioni nagenda okumulaba emabegakeo nga taliiwo kakati sebo trust gye mbadde sigira naye ate nkubaddeko n'akapipi kali ako mu kulonda okwaggwa nako kenzyewo okulonda Museveni we yajja mu constituency ng'eno tumugoba n'omuga Museveni jju naye ako nkajjeewo sebo kuba naawe oli muntu kati nze ntaddeko siginicha yange eno kubanga babadde allegations nti abatataddeeko baatuwadde buli omu $25,000,000 kati nkireese njiteekeko naye nga nkusaba sebo weetadde ku mulimu guno olina okuguggusa tetujja kuwulira luddi kyankeera mbu olupapula baalubbye ng'ate kiki at least gusa process ffe tujja kubanga tugize kubanga naffe tuzze wano nga tulwanyisa bukenusi olubereberye ekibiina kya nuupu bwe kyagoba memba waakyo ne bakiteekamu mbu omukulembeze wa nuupu mbu awala na banne kansuubire nti gwe toli wa nuupu kuba memba abali kuno toli wa nuupu ne basalo pendisi ba nuupu kati ekitegeeza tuli ku national cause nga bwe tugobye bano abo 1.7 trillion ne beegabira n'emisaala buli mwezi $23,000,000 sebo kino kikusaba okitwale tine zino supplementary ezijja buli kaseera zino eziri mu trillions nazo tukwatire wamu sebo ate nkulinza omulundi omulala sebo kyenkusembyayo okuleetanga signature tuteekeko emikono nga tulwanirira abaana ba nuupu abali mu makomera ekitegedde ekyo sebo mukama wange nze kyekyange sebo kyenkutikidde bw'otogguse process eno omuliro gujja kukwokya ogw'ebyobufuzi sebo byebyange sebo nze omukono gwange ngukuwadde obeere mirembe sebo
neyanziza nnyo obutamaguzi yimirira ku ludda olw'ebyafaayo
mbadde sikwesiga naye
transparency and accountability sebo naye wadde obadde eyo namanya nti ku mulamwa gwa accountability era ajja kwegoba yekka atuuke era neebaza buliro bonsamba webale kumuggusa tutambye wamu ku nsonga
nange njagala mugamba sekikuba omwesiga wali byamutabukako butabuzi
kozi mwena mukwata Masaka Road
mwesiga era ensonga eno ne Saropeni ensonga eno abagirimu bonna abantu bali mu kukola
kasita tulwanirira bukenuzi tulwanirira ggwanga ate tewabeerawo ensonga eno agiteekamu mbu simanyi tuze kulwanyisa sipiika ffe tugoba bakomisona abalyake ffe ne tubeera mu palamenti nga tetulinga abatalina na bakomisoners in fact we are orphans luli twabeeranga ne bakomishona nga boogera ku nsonga zaffe boogera ku nsonga za palamenti naye beefaako bokko balaba kugejja mbuto kati ku mulundi guno ate sebo kino kyensabye kino tutaddeko omukono muleme kukomano kuteekako mukono ne sente ze baatwala bazizze sente bazizze let them refund the money either they should put it on parliamentary account oba bagiteeke mu treasury kuba bino ebyokuteekako waliwo omukono ate sente bagende nazo tebijja kugira kakati komishona gwali gyeri olina okukimanya nti mukama wo ye MP kakati nkulaze nti nange nina pawe kufuumuula ate ndaba abalemezaawo kiyange kiwedde
omuwagizi wonkoze
nze nkuteereddeko omukono sebo
omuwagizi wonkoze bulungi
Let me have them. I wrote through. I'll also then sign I come in. But if I have not,
I'll sign after reading.
but it's here.
Yeah.
Gerard, come this side.
You read from here. After I have
But Attorney General,
yes.
Attorney General, you can't ask us evidence now.
And it
On the
is
floor of Parliament, on presenting the motion, all the evidence will come through.
but for him,
What you need to support us on is to have this cause appear there.
I look at the rules differently.
let's proceed. We shall
Bring and we sign. We shall sort out from there. Those are the details we shall discuss on the floor.
I'll also come and sign after.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Who bring we sign? Where is it?
Can I tell you something?
I'll sign after getting persuaded. Thank you very much, sir.
You've given me.
No. But for
But
you,
we-
When you have,
I want everybody. That's why I can't let him go.
so when you have,
He's my AG.
because I am your age, I am your age.
Additionally, he's my AG. I therefore trust his judgment.
So when you have, you let me know. Well, you know my history with Honorable Sechkubo. We've always been together. My only concern now is the procedure, because I wouldn't want to append my signature on the document when I have not looked at the motion, the grounds, and the supporting evidence. That's one. Two, I also have a strong view that the signatures that will be relied on with the motion are those that will be appended to before the sergeant at arms. Because when you look at the rule on removal of a commissioner, Rule 110, you read it with the necessary modifications with Rule 107 on removal, censuring, or removal of the president. So that area. Then two, I have told them I'm also not comfortable with an omnibus motion. Because you see, each commissioner should be treated independently. Why am I saying so? Let's begin with the Honorable Mpuuga. The issues relating to Honorable Mpuuga happened when he was the leader of opposition, not when he's a commissioner now as a backbench commissioner. Now the provisions of the law relating with handling a leader of opposition are different from handling a commissioner in his own right. So let them, because we would want all of us condemn corruption, all of us want proper accountability, but I would prefer to do things within the law without flouting the rules. Otherwise, you may end up losing an otherwise good motion.
So have you been given access to that motion?
Well, they have informed me at an appropriate time they will give it to me, and when they give it to me and I look at it, and the supporting, because the motion should have grounds, which grounds need support to be supported. So I would personally, as an Wagavanda and advocate, I would need to look at the motion, the grounds, the evidence, before I can append my signature. And I would also prefer if the process is done within the precincts of the rule, so that our signatures before the sergeant at arms are certified. Because ultimately it is the sergeant at arms to forward the signatures and the motion to the clerk. Well, as tetulamaganye kukwatagana naye kyenjagala njagala ekintu nkikole mu mateeka. Kubanga bw'olaba amateeka gafuga okujja obwesige mu commissioner mu mateeka gaffe Rule 110 egamba nti waliwo ne rule ekwatagana n'okujja obwesige mu president ejja kuba applyinga with the necessary modifications. Kati bw'ozitunulamu zonna waliwo ebintu nga bisatu ebirina okukolebwa. Ekisookera ddala walina kubawo notice, yes, erina Assad, naye sergeant at arms alina ekikulu kyakolako, naye alina kubanga witnessinga zino signatures ng'eri pinned ku notice board. Ekyokubiri mba ndina kusooka kutunula mu nsonga ze bakozeseza n'obujulizi obumatiza ground zino, kubanga ground ziringa ssatu: incompetence, infirmity, misconduct, naye oba olina kuzitunulira n'oconfirminga. Saagala kusayininga for the sake of signing, because I'm a lawyer, I should really an emotion nungi, naye bw'obanga togitambuziza bulungi oyinza okugita. Then ekyokubiri, nze ku lwange tetwandigase bonna, buli omu yandibadde alina ki egiye nze kiva ku omnibus. Kubanga tunange ekyawona lebo Mathias Mpuuga bye bamugambako yabikola nga rope source backbench commission, ate takyali ne rope. Ayise nga badde akyali rope, bandibadde tukozesa etteeka ddala. So bandibadde baziseparatinga then ekintu nekitambula kozi nungi tugiwagera naye tukole ekintu kitanamenya ki amateeka gaffe era nze saagala kuyingira mu kintu ekinanyononera nsigine na signinga mu bukyamu.
The minister here. Some of you are still young in 1997, 1998. What the most important thing, rules have changed. During our time, you would have a paper of the censure, grounds, well read to everybody. And you must actually somebody is satisfied because you are a member of parliament, you are satisfied and you put your signature. Because I remember when we were beginning, after submitting to the speaker, a minister came to withdraw with people who were withdrawing the signatures. And the speaker said, no, you cannot. So that's why I feel that the grounds should be clearly put there so that you package something that is airtight. I wouldn't want to have a censure that has loopholes. I would want members to be convinced too. Don't intimidate members of parliament. I have heard people intimidating people that if you don't sign, you will be withdrawn, from the constituency. So why they will not give you votes? When I censured the minister, people asked me, did we send you to censure ministers or we sent you to work for us? So me, as somebody who has been a neat one, I would want things to be transparent so that you can package something and it succeeds. One, for example, if at my age, if I find that, for example, when you say the money, that money we are talking about, what if I will find that this money was appropriated by us here? Because members of parliament, we don't read a lot. Things pass. What if the money was passed by this parliament? What will happen to me? I would encourage that people read the grounds properly, constitute it, so that at the end of the day, we have something that is good. But the way it is being done, I feel there is something short. Two, like somebody talked about Mpuuga. Who would not have wanted to appreciate Mpuuga's services, by the way, who would not have wanted it? In Uganda, people don't appreciate. But the work, the role of the Mpuuga did, if there was a motion, whatever motion within the commission, because for us we didn't have commission before, the commission came in. We entrusted the powers to the commissioners to do the job. Even whatever money happens, it is through the commission. Our budget is not like any other budget, it is subjected to debate. The budget of the commission. When they are reading the budget, you will see some envelopes putting on the table. Those are for commissions. You don't. The president makes just comments on the comments. So the commissioners are there to take care of our interests. They are our trustees. So when they go wrong, really you people, when you trust somebody and somebody goes wrong, is the punishment being to kill him? I have censured people. I want people to take heart. That's not the way to go. Nabeera mu parliament, najja mu parliament ya Mpuuga, nalidinga censure y'okucensuringa ho naleba omwezi. Bye twayitamu twali tugenda ne ground zaffe. Omuntu n'ozimwa n'agisoma n'agamba nsomye, nja kudda enkya. N'adda enkya n'akola ki? N'ateeka omukono. Kyokka this thing has been kibadde kigenze mangu, ground abantu tebaziraba, ne bateekamu okubuulira abantu tuwola nabo nga tataddeko omukono. Bajja kujjamu obwesigwa abakuwakaluwa. Si kyekyo ekyaffe kyakukola abantu eri ebibeera wano byaffe. Sanjagala tubeera abantu b'okulwana ntalo ngezo ez'esente ezo. N'ekirala nje ntya nti esente ezo osobola kusanga nga twaziyisiza wano mu parliament ne zigenda kubanga parliament yaffe budget ya parliament eri delicate nnyo kugamba trustinga speaker and the commissioners. Okuteeka mbiba ebikwata ku ffe. Esente zebatwongera times mwe muzimanyiiko, it is the commissioners. So sandyagadde kugenda bwe bityo. Nandyagadde abantu bana bali mu censure ngaffe abakulu abakimanyiiko nga bwe kitambula bakikole bulungi transparently. Oyo amanye mukono gwe aguteekeko kiraka abeere nga akimanyiiko. At the end of the day tufune ekintu kituyamba. Mukoze move eno etuyambye eki. Era omwami agambe roya nti kigende ku muntu. Siraba ku lwakinga Mpuuga abeera mu kintu ekyo. Nze nkubuulira amazima kubanga he wasn't a commissioner that time. I'm sure people like anybody who works like the Auditor General. Tutwaye passing on ex gratia. Thank you. Tutwajimwa sibasebo banyewo twajimwa. Kulwashabo yetu bajimwa. So nandi agadde nti tugende mpora because insinkano teba ya rumu. You can't meet a person once in your lifetime. We need each other.
Unfortunately, I discovered a few gaps, and the petitioners or the movers, especially the Honorable Sechikubo, said he would have time to take me through based on the concerns I raised, and so I have not signed. And I'll explain to you very briefly why I have not signed. First, as a member of parliament, I know that there are very clear procedures in our rules of procedure that guide parliament on what to do in an event that there is a decision to have commissioners removed. And without going into the details of those procedures, you know them. Number two, I ask the petitioners, I ask Honorable Sechikubo to help me provide details of the motion and available facts that would help inform my decision in signing. He said I should give him time so he can sit with me and take me through the facts. So that is what I'm waiting for. I have not been able to see the grounds that they have stated. I have not read the content of the motion, and so once I have read, once I am satisfied with the facts that they are tabling, I'll be able to sign. Yeah. You see, you need to treat the word justice very carefully. I am very passionate about the fight against corruption, and that's partly why I came, because I believe in the spirit of accountability, and we need to hold the institution accountable. We also need to hold the people charged with the responsibilities accountable. So I have no contradiction in as far as the fight against corruption is concerned. But you see, if you're a member of parliament, you are coming to take a decision. That decision should be from a very informed point of view. So my question was simple. Can I look at the facts? Can I look at available details, the content of the motion, so I can sign? He said, I'll be able to provide. Give me time. I'm giving him time. I've not been able to see those details. So once I see them, I'll be able to sign.
What's your honest opinion on that 1.7 billion?
Well, I'll look at the available details and the facts, and I'll be able to take a decision and sign. Yeah. And the other thing you need to, one of the things I've asked is this about individual commissioners or about the commissioners and institution? Because we are dealing with two things. If the decision to give the service award to Mpuuga and company and the rest, was it a formal decision of the commission, then the motion shouldn't be about individuals. It should be about the entire commission. Did the commission take a decision that is backed by laws, or they took an illegal decision? If the decision was not correct, then we need to deal with the entire commission instead of targeting just an individual. So that is where I'm coming from. I am going to look at the facts, but we should not condone any form of corruption, and in doing so, we should be able to have available facts and figures and every evidence that will back our decision. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, first of all, I have a judicious mind and a judicious responsibility. I am the chairperson of the Rules Committee of Parliament, which is charged with the responsibility of investigating any issue or allegations of misbehavior. Given that role, I cannot participate in being an accuser, because these are potential matters that may come to my committee, and I have a judicious mind. I can't therefore be the one accusing members. Instead, members appear before my committee. So I cannot be party to a process of now being an accuser.
Honorable, yes, we are certain that you as a chair, you cannot be party to signing, party to accusing and everything around that.
Absolutely.
But we expect that probably you could give guidance on how both parties could be able to move.
No. The guidance I'll give is actually when the matter comes on the floor, because the House would expect to have an opinion from me as the chairperson of the Rules Committee. That's number one. Issues of law, I can give a general comment as a lawyer, but not on the substance, because I cannot be party to the people signing.
We'd be glad to get that guidance as a
Which
lawyer.
particular one?
How these individuals, especially those that are supposed to go to court, but also those that are supposed to register
what is in
the matter. Okay, just to inform you, there are individuals, some who are legislators who have run to courts of law.
Members of Parliament have gone to.
Here, which is to censure the 4 commissioners of Parliament.
Well, first of all, I didn't know about it. You are just informing me. But matters which are in court, according to our rules, and you know I'm now the custodian of the rules of Parliament of Parliament. When a matter is in court, and if it is in the opinion of the presiding officer, who is the speaker, and the presiding officer, whether speaker or deputy speaker, if in his opinion will prejudice the proceedings in court, then any other process becomes sub judice. It is entrenched in our rule, the rule on sub judice. So if it is true there are people who have gone to court, and the opinion of the presiding officer, that matter will prejudice on the floor the process in court, then it becomes sub judice. It can't be debated on the floor. That's what our rules say.
But also we certainly get a share of your knowledge. If these matters, if one of the matters was probably registered in the House earlier than it could have been registered in the courts of law, is there provision of how that can be handled legally? No, there is no provision. The rule is clear. It says if a matter is in court, it does not talk about before, after, or during. But if the matter is now in court, then the House's hands are tied. It becomes restricted, except if it is in the opinion of the presiding officer, not prejudicial to the case in court. But if it is, then it becomes prejudice and cannot be heard on the floor. And the reasons are clear for everybody to see. You can't have 2 parallel processes. There is a process going on in Parliament and another one going in court. One undermines the other. And we are independent arms of government, but we should work, in tandem. You don't use one process to undermine a process in another arm of government. No, I can't say that. You know that, my dear. I tell you, I have a judicious mind and responsibility. I have no comment about that process. Once it is about misbehavior or alleged misbehavior, I can't sign unless the matter comes to my committee. Then I speak through a report. And that is only possible after I have investigated the matter and called witnesses, and I come up with a report. And I would have advised many of my colleagues, now that you said, on the Rules Committee to be cautious before they get involved in that process. Because if they do, and that matter ever came to our committee, then they'll have to disqualify themselves, because now their opinion is known either way. Ekisooka saagala kukola comment yonna ku processes zombi, kuba obuvunaanyizibwa bwenina nga ssentebe w'akakiiko akakwasa empisa ku babaka ba Parliament tebunzikiriza kubeera na ludda lwenkolaki lwembeerako. Ndinga omulamuzi okujjako nga ensonga zizze ku kakiiko ewange nenoonyereza nenkola alipoota, nze njogerera mu alipoota, siyinza kubeera kwabo ate nemba nga nze mpawaba oba nga nze avunaana ababaka. Nze ababaka babavunaana wange mu kakiiko akange. Kakati ekyo ekisooka. Ekyokubiri, mu rules zaffe oba amateeka agafuga Parliament mulimu akawaayiro akagamba nti ensonga yonna bw'eba eri mu kooti era mu ndowooza ya presiding officer oba speaker ssentebe owa Parliament, ssentebe ntegeeza aba presidinga oba deputy oba speaker mwennyini, egenda kubanga byekola bisobola okuprejudicinga ebigenda mu kooti, then teteesebwako. Mbadde simanyi nti eriyo omusango ogugeze mu kooti, naye wewayawo ngeri omusango ogugeze mu kooti, ekyo kireeta rules zaffe in place. Rules tezigamba nti oba omusango gwe gusookayo oba gwe guddako, ekyo tekirimu mu rules. Rules zo zigamba nti weba engeri y'ensonga mu kooti esobola okukosa ku biswalibwamu mu kooti, then Parliament ye batalina buyinza kubanga eyogera ku nsonga ezo. Rules zaffe bwe zigamba. So enjuyi zombi wandiziwadde magezi ki agali mu mateeka?
Sisobola kubawa magezi. Amagezi gembawa mbawanga ndi ntudde kuddamula yange nga namula ntudde mu bwa chairman bwange olwo nsobola okuwa amagezi oba bwe mbanga ndi ku floor nga bateesa ne mbagamba kino kiyinza okuba kimenya ki amateeka ga parliament oba rules za parliament awo entandika okubeera n'opinion naye kaakati nga wano nange mbitunuulira paka essaawa ez'obwe kinajja mu parliament nja kubawa amagezi nga amateeka bwe gagamba
obadde olabula ababaka abatuula kakiiko ko amagezi
mbadde ndowooza nti ababaka abatuula ku kakiiko akange bagende mpola okuba nga balina enjuyi ze baliko zombi oba luno olusayininga oba luli olutakola ki olutasayininga lugamba nti bo balina opinion eyaabwe era bwe banga eriyo omu ku babaka abo ensonga ezo zonna bwe zibanga kuba akakiiko kaffe tukwasisa mpisa babaka ensonga ezo zonna bwe ziba zituuse ewaffe tetubakkiriza kwetaba mu nkiiko zaffe kuba bo already baba balina oludda oba bias mu Luganda kyekyo balina ekyekubirira ate ffe tetusobola kukola bwe tutyo eggwaffe tubanga tumaze okunoonyereza bwe tumala okunoonyereza ne tukola alipoota olwo mwe twogerera tetwogera nobeera n'ogamba oyo ali bw'ati ate oyo ali bw'ati awo ate ku kakiiko akange oba tolina kuba kaffe kali quasi-judicial kalinga akakiiko k'amate ak'ekiramuzi naye ate nga si ka kiramuzi kye tuyita quasi-judicial tulina okubeera awo ng'omuntu yenna gwe baba nga aze mu kakiiko kaffe bamulese nga bamuvunaana okuba musiifu w'empisa atutunuliranga abalamuzi tatunuliranga abantu abalina oludda lwonna
nti andageko obujulizi bwayimiriddeko n'ekigendererwa n'etteeka lyayimiriddeko okutambuza eno censure motion naye nga bwe mulaba emmeeza omukulu anziruseeko sisobola nze omubaka mulamba okusayininga busayinizi ng'atondaze omusango omuntu gwakoze kulw'okuba kino kiragira ddala nti woba ng'oze babaka bano n'oleeta petition even gyo tayagala basomeko tebaagala tusome ku petition kaakati erimu ki kulwaki tebagala ndi tugisome eriko bujulizi ki bwe batagala tulabeko ffe tukoye okola ki okutomerwa nti baleeta buleesa ekintu bw'omubaka ndisayininga ebyampalaniraako n'entalo eziri mu kibiina ebibiina byaffe ebyobufuzi abamu tetujja okubiyingiramu ffe twagala omuntu bw'abanga akoze ku mistake tuleetera obujulizi tulabe obujulizi bwandibadde awo ni ku mmeeza wano waliwo ni poliisi emala esobola okugaana omuntu okutwala ekipapula kyonna nga ekyobujulizi kuderafo olunaku lwange lwe mbadde nza okusayininga sisobodde ku lw'ensonga ati sifunye bujulizi n'abo ababadde ni ku mmeeza ababaddewo bagenze bwe mbasabye nti mupe obujulizi tetwabuuza ku lw'ensonga nti baatuwa obujulizi ne tubeera nabwo tetwakeera bukeezi nti okeera kugoba kunamuganza okeera kugoba zaake nga tolina bujulizi obuliwo mwenda mujjukira nti obujulizi bwajja ekamera ne ziragibwa amabaluwa negalagibwa n'amawulire abantu bano ge bayogerangako nago kunegalagibwa ate byonna byalagibwanga ku ntambi za palamenti nga namwe ab'amawulire mulaba naye kino kiri kukyeyogerera oba omuntu akoze omusango nga omusango guli mu mpapula engeri gye bagamba kulw'okuba petition bwe baganye okugimpa kulwaki tovaayo n'olaga oti ekipapula kino ye kino kale oba baganye okuwafa ababaka baweeko ab'amawulire mutuyambe nga fourth estate mufulumye obujulizi obwo butuyambe enkya abamu tujje tusayininge kuba tujja kuba nitubulabyeko naye bwe tubuuza batugamba mujja busanga mu palamenti luli kulwaki twabusanga ne tulyoka ne tugenda mu palamenti sensazi motion zona kuze tubadde nazo so nze ndaba kino nikirimu which can't nikirimu okunoonyereza nikirimu entalo z'ebibiina bibye tutagala ate nga tugenda mu kulonda obuzibu bwa Uganda buli nti buli okulonda bwe kubanga kutuuse nga waliwo obukundi bw'abantu obuvaawo obuleeta entalo okutandika okulwanagana mu bibiina ate kino kireetedde nnyo ababaka bangi okubanga tebadda mu taamu eziddako. My question today, when I came to read the censure motion, I requested them, where is the attachment of the evidence to show that there was corruption? They are telling me it is not there. That's why I'm requesting media, being a fourth estate, help me so that you can ask the chief petitioners to give evidence so that you can give us, because we are not getting it, so that I can be able to sign for the benefit of my people, because evidence is given by the person who is alleging. That's why I'm asking. Even just a photocopy will be enough for me to sign. But we are tired of fighting people's wars, and this wars always come when it is near elections in Uganda, and this has weakened in the political parties. Our outcry is that we need political parties to be strengthened so that they can allow their members to participate effectively well in the elections without any fighting of political parties, without witch hunting in political parties. And this will make Uganda a better democracy, like our neighbors in Kenya. In Kenya, you don't find this because they even use their systems. The fact, my expectation as an independent who is allied to NRM, I thought that by now the government chief whip would have given a statement concerning this matter, but he is quiet, which means he has also not been given evidence to show this. I condemn corruption. I don't love corruption because corruption is a cancer in this country, but we must tackle corruption in a correct way and in a proper way. Good enough, the movers of this are members of the National Resistance Movement. And by now, the government chief whip would have blessed this as a factor. But there is no blessing. The party is quiet. The reason, there is no evidence. That's why I'm requesting the fourth estate help and give me evidence on this.
But why do you seem to be rushing to block this petition?
I'm not blocking. I want evidence. The fact I came to sign with on condition that there is evidence, which I'm not seeing. That's why I'm sending the fourth estate. The fact, let me send you in Shamim in particular from NBS. In particular, Shamim of NBS, go on the table where they are collecting the signatures, get me evidence so that I will even move with you in front of the cameras and I will sign after reading.
You want me to provide
because
evidence in your own home?
The petitioners must come out very clear that we are going to search the Speaker, the Deputy, and the whole Commission, not necessarily to get these 4 people, number one. Number two, these people were given money by the Commission. They did not steal this money. They were given money by the Commission. So we must hold the Commission accountable. Therefore, if that is very clear, if the motion can be amended, that we overhaul the whole commission that gave money to these 4 commissioners, I will be among the first people to sign. But in this current form, to target the 4 people, that's where I am not comfortable. But to fight corruption, I have talked about the injustices on the floor of Parliament. I've talked about it. And me, I don't want a Bible. When you're going to read the Bible, you read from Genesis to Revelation. You don't only come and start reading in the middle. You start from John. No, you read the Bible from Genesis up to Revelation. So my issue with the movers of this motion is that do not come and single out the 4. If it is to overhaul the whole commission, then I am part of it. Because where are you going to leave the other 5 members? The Speaker did not receive this money. I agree. But the chairperson of the commission is the Speaker. So for you to say that we have no issue with the Speaker, We have no issue with the Deputy Speaker. We have no issues with other members. We only have issues with the people who received the money. I repeat, these people did not steal the money. So if we are going to fight corruption, it must be in totality. Then the team must be very clear. Because you cannot fight corruption piecemeal, that let's first handle the commissioners, after the commissioners, and then we go for the speaker and deputy speaker. You come very clear with your motion that we want to overhaul the whole commission, and then we can see that, okay, now, how do we proceed? That's where I have issues. But I 100% support a fight against corruption, and it must not only be in Parliament, it will also be in other institutions. Because we cannot continue holding other ministries accountable, and for us, we are not accountable to the population. We must be accountable to our people. And I want to encourage, nobody should ever attempt to block this process. And I want to encourage the clerk of Parliament and those who are technical people to give the Honorable Saro Pendi, to give the Honorable Seju Kubo the support that is required, the maximum support to ensure that this motion goes and succeeds. But I want to appeal to them that they should go ahead and amend the motion so that they don't fight this corruption piecemeal. Include, if it is fighting corruption, that we are up to. If the intention is not different, if it is fighting corruption, and then we should come for the whole commission, not to go for piecemeal. But I want to encourage the clerk that give the commission sufficient information, give the commission sufficient support so that we fight corruption wholly as Parliament.
And indeed he said, I'm coming at 11:30. I'm much convinced. Where are you? Are you at the table? I said, here I am. Somehow the journey changed. And finally when he appeared, he ran across. And now when you hear the last statements about the speaker, it is all his creation. But it's very unfortunate. The transfiguration of a member of parliament is very strange. You come saying this, but after you've been talked to in a better way, then you change the words. So my brother, the censures are usually very difficult. We expected all this. We expected this and much more to come. But in substance of the matter, you see, the motion must be clear. It must not be anticipated. And for him, I wouldn't doubt his perspective much. But the seniors who have been here, they know it very well. The procedure to censure the speaker is different from the commissioners, from the ministers. It's all different. Number two, what have you done about the commissioners for you to start with? As you look through, these are the rules. And I wanted a member to raise a point that he's using a wrong procedure and under a wrong rule. Under 110, we are censuring the backbench commissioners. You don't punish the intention, you punish the action. That is the actus reus, and that's what I wanted the senior lawyers to tell me about. When we are in the audit trail, what is our case? Our case is 1.7 billion shillings, shared amongst commissioners. Honorable Mpuuga taking 500 million. Honorable Sirwanyi taking 400 million. Honorable Afoyochan sharing 400 million. And Honorable Akampulira sharing 400 million, totaling to 1.7 billion. That is our case. There could be other reasons, but for us, our case is over 1.7 billion. And we know who took it. And that's where we start from. You cannot be a crusader for and against corruption, because once you start from that, there are ministries, there are departments, there are agencies. Will you fight them all? So for us, we targeted our backbench commissioners. The backbench commissioners are the ones who are responsible for the 1.7 billion. And we've made it clear. But because they wanted to draft in the speaker, and it's unfortunate that the speaker has been dragged into this, very unfortunate. The speaker hasn't been part of our motion. And we knew if we wanted, the speaker would say so. Now, I've also had senior members here say, you see, they're not signing before the sergeant at arms. It is only the censures that are for ministers that must be signed before the sergeant at arms with a notice expiring in 14 days. We are aware of that. But for these commissioners, that is not the process. We have the time on our side and we can solicit for signatures. The seniors who are here, Honorable Yanyim, Honorable Niwagab, Honorable Katuntu, they know the signatures when we are calling for the debate of the oil deals and agreements here, what we took. Did we sign before the sergeant at arms? We did not. To me, why I'm saddened is for the seniors who know very well the rules are the ones misleading the public. This one I can forgive. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak. This one you can forgive. But for the seniors I can't forgive because they know too well what they are doing. But as you saw, today was a day of deployment to get the big guns to try to sway. But I wanted them to cite the rules. Let them cite the rules. How have we offended the rules of procedure of Parliament? We have not. And to me, I want to assure the general public that our motion is still on track. But for you to say, no, let's clean the whole commission, what have you done about it? Okay, you can also move your own motion. We are not the champions. It is not the monopoly of the Sechkubos, of the Opendis, of the Nsambas to move motions to clean Parliament. For us, this is our part. This is our humble contribution. For you, if you have large pictures, you want to clean the entire Parliament, move yours. Why must you come in our motion, which we have thought about very carefully, and you want to scatter it? It's very unfortunate. And lastly, I saw here some honorable member saying we have not given the motion to read. They know it too well that each motion must, first of all, you must have a motion. You must have the grounds, and the grounds must be substantiated with evidence. But what Honorable Macho was trying to read was to read the signatures. He wanted to run away with the signatures. We cannot allow his smuggling instincts to derail the process. He was interested in the signatures. And when he failed, then he wobbled around. But what I want to tell all the honorable members is that we have our motion. The signatures are in good hands. For those who say we have procedural impropriety, they will wait for us on the floor of Parliament. Why are they jumping the gun? Why are they acting desperate? Why are they being desperate? To me, Honorable Nathan spearheaded the censure of Honorable Sam Kutesa. But right now, he wobbles, probably because of age, because of other vested interests. I don't blame individuals. They have their right. But please, let us have debate on the floor of Parliament. If they think we don't have evidence, if they think we have used a wrong procedure, let them wait for the motion on the floor of Parliament. This motion is not judging members that are already guilty. No. Even those who are being accused, they'll have their day on the floor of Parliament. Even those who feel that we have not used the correct procedure, they'll rise and shoot down our motion. But let them not panic. Let them not be desperate. I condemn particularly the seniors who are knowledgeable. But you confuse the whole world. You see, even when yours has made a mistake, you say we are sorry. And then you start afresh. For us, honorable members, we are on the right side of history. We are fighting against corruption. Why are you hiding behind procedure? You see, we should have signed before the sergeant. You see, which motion are we signing? Why don't you wait for it and you shoot it down? I challenge the Honorable Speaker to refrain from jumping into the arena. We are not about the Speaker. We are not. And these big guns should not be deployed. Because many are going to be sacrificed at the altar of Parliament. I'm telling the good members of Parliament, go ahead. If these members have issues, they raise them on the floor of Parliament. If they think that these signatures are forged, they raise them on the floor of Parliament. If they feel that members of Parliament should not put their commissioners to account, this is where now we depart. And lastly, there has been the issue that why are they targeting the 4 commissioners? Yes, these are the 4 backbench commissioners. The procedure to attack the other commissioners, because the others, the Right Honorable Prime Minister is a commissioner. The Honorable Minister of Finance is also part of the commission. We even amended the rules to provide for the Deputy Speaker to be also part of the commission. But we don't see any blame with those ones. The blame are for those who offended and took the money for themselves. They shared the money. And the money they shared is 1.7 billion. And this is where we cannot let it go. We are here, we shall follow them, we shall pursue them until we finish them. Finish them on the floor of Parliament is where we are set to debate these matters. As for my colleagues, the transformation, my brother, and where are you? Who are just saying, I'm coming to Parliament, I'm coming to Parliament. Where is the fire? You wait for the fire, you find ash. A member promises to spit fire, you find ash. And this is the trouble. But I think at the end of the day, let this matter not be apportioned to such kubos. When we win, the Parliament of Uganda shall win. When we lose the battle, the Parliament of Uganda shall lose the battle. I thank you so much. Kinewunyisiza nti ba senior members aba Parliament abandi badde bawabula ababaka ba Parliament abalala ate abakugu mu mateeka ate be baleese okubuzabuza Parliament. Ffe tugenderedde rules of procedures zino ze tugoberedde. Rule 110 eraga bulungi omuntu oyitawa ng'osensalinga ba commissioners. Ba commissioners banjawulo okuva ku ba member ba commission abalala. Ba commissioners tulina obuyinza nga ba backbench commissioners. Ekyokubiri, tetuvunaanye commission yonna kubanga ffe tulondoola akawumbi kamu mu miliyoni 7 bakyabazibba. Honorable Mathias Mpuuga yatwalako miliyoni 5. Honorable Afoyo Chan natwalako miliyoni 4. Honorable Professor Kampulira natwalako miliyoni 4. Honorable Sirwanyi natwalako miliyoni 4. Awamu omugatte akawumbi kamu mu miliyoni 7. Abo bebazigabana zitugoberera. Kati oba waliwo ebirala ebiriyo ffe tebitukwatako kubanga ffe tugoberera ensimbi y'omusolo ani agitwala. Now, bw'ogamba nti no tukozesezza procedure enkyamu baveeyo babuulire e Parliament wawe tukozesezza procedure enkyamu. Procedure tetukozesezza ntuufu ate n'ekirala. Lwaki batidde motion eno? Bw'olaba ng'emmundu ennene zivuddeyo olwaleero ku defendinga omanya nti n'ebintu bibatabukidde. Obudde bubakeeredde. Lwaki tebalindirira motion nejja ku floor ya Parliament ne bagikwata ku procedure ne bagikuba wansi? Nsaba ababaka ba senior baffe baleme kubuzaabuza Parliament, baleme kubuzaabuza ababaka ba Parliament. Ne banaaboogera nti esente zabaweebwa ani yazibawa zibawa sente zo? Esente ze twogerako nsimbi za miwa musolo. Parliament eno teriimu sente, ono Parliament tekola sente. Esente zoogerwako nsimbi za miwa musolo. Naye bwe ziba ziweebwa ziyitibwa mitendera, ziyisibwa mitendera. Mutendera ki ogwayisibwamu ne gukirizibwa Parliament wano ne balyoka bazeegabanyisa? Bwe ziba gye ziri, lwaki tebalinda motion nejja ku floor ne bagamba nti abange mutututte bubi, obujulizi bwaffe buubuno, mwazituwa mu mateeka? Lwaki batidde? Naye ng'ekisembyeyo omubaka tayinza kulimba nti nno mumye motion nga motion n'abamawulire bagirina. Obujulizi bw'abadde anoonya abadde asaba mikono Honorable Macho okuva e Busia abadde asaba emikono naye nga twategedde ko waliwo olutula lwe baatudde olwa malice and sabotage nga baagala okubba emikono. Amaaso g'abadde anoonya mikono nti mpa emikono. Emikono ogyagaza kigwe sayininga ekikyo okimale, bw'oba tosayininze leka abalala basayininge. Obujulizi obunoonya mu mikono okumanya ababaka bameka abasayininze olwo n'olyoka ofuna obujulizi? Batuveeko baleke kutubuzaabuza. Tunoonya mikono. Ababaka abalungi temutya, mujje ensonga eggwere wano. Kino kye kisaawe kyaffe. Wembule yiino wano, baleme kwekweka eyo bajje wano mu Wembule. Bwaba balaba nti nno obujulizi bwe tulina bwa bulimba bo baleeta obwabwe obutuufu. Bwe baba balaba nti no procedure gye tukozesezza nkyamu, procedure zibakkiriza okugibringinga wansi ne bagimenya. Naye n'ekisembayo, Honorable Bwalu Musasiti ye yankubira essimu nti ngenda kutuuka ssaawa 5:03 nsayininge. Ab'amawulire ne bamulinda bonna. Olwatuukaawo ne yeekoona n'addamu emabega. Bwe yajja emmeeza teyagiraba, yayitawo n'agenda emanju mu ofiisi ezawaggulu eyo. Agenda okukomawo ng'afuukanye ng'ebigambo takyabiraba. Kati n'oyo Musasire kubanga memba wa Parliament muto. Naye gwe bw'otunuulira Honorable Mapenduzi okyamuyita mubaka muto. Honorable Mapenduzi yali kyamani w'eggulu, ayinza okubeera omubaka omuto. Bw'otunuulira Honorable Nasani Byanyima ayinza okubeera omubaka omuto atamanyi. Naye kino mutusaasire. Ababaka bajja kutambula ebitege wano. Bajja kwogera ebirimi. Batuuse okwogera ebirimi wano. Ensonga etuuse. Bajja kugola bulungi essuuti zaabwe boogere ebirimi. Basituke nga bwe bagwa. Baleme kwekweka bajje ensonga zigwere mu Parliament. Bwe tuba tukozesezza procedure oba amakubo agatalambikiddwa mu procedure zaffe, motion bajja gikuba wansi. Naye baleme kupangisibwa kujja ku ddakiika eno bajje batumalemu amaanyi. Ekisembayo, Speaker, motion yaffe tekwata ku Speaker. Ffe yaffe yaba commissioners gye tuleese. Ffe motion yaba commissioners gye tuleese. Oba omulala ayina ya Speaker aleete eyiye. Naye kye tugamba Speaker tasanye kweyingiza mu nsonga zino. Kubanga zino twagala kugogola commission yaffe, tutandika ne ba commissioners baffe aba backbench. Bannayuganda abalungi, ensolo ku kizigo kweri. Temutiisibwa. Amagye amapangisa amalala gajja kuleetebwa wano. Naye emikono gyammwe ngirina ggulugulu sigita. Sinza giteeka wali. Macho agende ku buusi ye boda akukuse sigala n'ebirala. Emikono gy'ababaka nginywezezza.
Document. I'll read. I have been around because I wanted you to help me get the documents. I'll read. If there is something lacking, I'll ask from you, then I'll come and sign.
I'm glad that Honorable Mapenduzi is one of the most alert members of Parliament. Now, if the issue has been we've not availed the motion to him,
I am going to read.
He has the motion
exactly.
now.
I want to read.
And he knows too well, even for his matter in local government, where he was the chairman for long, he knows that before you have the matter laid on the floor, you don't publish it to the media. But for the sake of the viewers who are unsuspecting,
I disagree with you there.
For the sake of the viewers who are unsuspecting,
my senior,
the motion is made public.
My senior, let me correct you.
But what I will not give are the signatures.
No, let me correct you. I want to use the same example you gave. I chair the Committee on Public Service and Local Government. Before any member signs the report that I'm presenting to Parliament, a member must have read and understood the content. That is.
But why are we splitting hairs?
It's okay. It's okay. Let me read.
But I'm making the motion public for your case.
No.
So that the public does not think that Sechikubo has hidden the motion.
This is what you have been denying me. Now you have given.
No. You knew.
I'll read. It's okay.
The ball is in your court.
Can you allow me go and read?
Please do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I represent. I've appended my signature on this petition, specifically not condemning the people involved, but to call upon them to come and explain to the public. We are accountable to the people. This matter has raised eyebrows and a lot of anxiety, and people want information, exactly what happened and the basis of these awards. So I think the people involved, our colleagues, the members of Parliament, they will get an opportunity to come and explain to the public, the entire world, and the electorate exactly what is going on in this matter. So I have no personal vendetta against the individuals. I do respect them a lot because they are representatives of the people. But I think the public has the right to know exactly how we conduct business in Parliament. Commissioners are leaders. They are our leaders, but they must also be accountable to us, the people they lead, if we are not satisfied with the way matters are being conducted. That's why I appended my signature. Okusookera ddala nga akulira bannange mu Parliament FDC nsazeewo ku lwange ne ku lw'ekibiina teekeko signature ku kiteeso kino ekiyita ababaka benyonyoleko ku ssente ezigambibwa ezaabaweebwa mu bukyamu oba mu butuufu. Sigamba nti mbasalira musango, naye kyentaddeko omukono guno kubanga mu bantu ekintu kino kigenze kiwaawaza abantu ate nga tukiikirira abantu balina okumanya ekigenda mu maaso. Kati bakama baffe abali ku commission bafunye omukisa ogw'enjawulo ogutafunika okujja okunyonyola abantu mu nnyumba gye bakulembera. Tebasaanye kugitya kubanga bye bakulembera ennyumba eno era gye balina okulayirira obwerufu bwayo. Bajje bennyonyoleko tubawulirize, sigamba nti bwe tusayininga babagoberawo obugobezi. Byonna aba batuufu ng'ensi etegedde kigenda mu maaso. Si kituufu ffenna kufiira mu firimu. Bw'oba tuweereddwa ffenna tujja kufiira mu firimu bagambe nti abo bonna bakola kino, lwaki tufiira mu muvi gye tutaatandika? Bafirimu sita baagirimu bajje banyonyole abantu bonna baleme kufiira mu firimu. Sebo nze nkulembera aba-FDC b'MP mu Parliament. Kati bwe mba njogedde ku lwaki lwa kibiina wangi nange nsayinize leero kubanga sibaddewo nkomyewo nenzija nensayininga nabo bajja kujja bakole ki
for standing for accountability and transparency. Thanks for the people of Clark, and this is the parliament which must lead by example. By you appending your signature, thanks for being part of this history. I thank you.
I am happy that many of my colleagues are running from the village, coming to sign, and they move back to their villages. You know, this is the way to go. We shouldn't be condoning corruption in our country. You cannot allocate funds for yourself. I think this is being impunity. So we should stop encouraging impunity in this country. Government resources must be used by the taxpayers. You cannot allocate funds for government just to benefit yourself. I think this is out. So we are mobilizing. We are calling all members of parliament who are still out there. Please hurry, come and append your signature so that the moment parliament starts and we kickstart the process. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much.
And you had to come.
Seriously, I came this late.
No,
I traveled at night.
thank you. I knew.
Thank you very much.
I knew you were on the way.
I just came purposely to sign, and right now I'm going back to the village.
You going back?
I've already done my part.
No. Sarah was.
Exactly. So I've already done my part. I came purposely to sign, and let me take my car straight to Amur. I traveled this night. Within this 1 hour, I'm done with my exercise.
Sure.
I call upon other members, please hurry, come and sign, go back to the village as we wait for the right time to come. Asante sana. Afoyo matext. Let me go.
Sure.
Okay, my brother. We shall link up.
All right.
Nzeewo okusayininga ku petition eno kubanga twagala bakomishona baveeyo batunnyonnyole ku ngeri gye bateekateekamu ebyo bye bafuna ng'enkizo kuba be bakomishona baffe, naye nga n'ekirala neetaaga baveeyo babeere accountable gye tuli nga ffe be bali supposed okukiikirira kuba bo ba backbench MPs babeera ku komishoni ku lwaffe, naye kati baasalawo okubanga beewa buli kyonna kye basobola okwewa bafune ensimbi nga mpitirivu, bwe bamala ne bajja mu constituency ne batandika okukompitinga naffe ku ebyo bye tuteeka mu constituency. So nga bambi obusente obwaffe buba butono, ezaabwe nga ziri ddabo ku zaffe. Tebavuddeyo kutunnyonnyola, basigadde bali eri waggulu balinga abatali ba komishona baffe. So kino kibajjeyo kibawa okutegeera nti tetuli bamativu ng'ababaka. Nyanziza.
Yeah, what is very true, starting with this immediate past budget process is that Uganda is running out of resources. We even have to borrow to pay salaries. So for all the services that the country is going to deliver to Ugandans, that will be done on borrowed money. Therefore, this calls us to follow each and every penny that seems to have been taken or stolen or embezzled. So this process is the first step in this inquiry. So we are calling these people to this attention related to the parliamentary exhibition and other issues so that we can discuss the wastage of resources that have been under their administration. So Ginger has signed. The people of Ginger are alive to fighting corruption in any form. So we've signed. We are confident that we shall overcome the struggle against corruption. Mu Luganda, abatuuze ab'ekibuga eky'Ejjinja nga bayita mu nzo omukiise waabwe tutaddeko mukono nga tulwanyisa obuli bw'enguzi era nga tubulwanyisa nga tukozesa kapeeni n'olupapula lwe lutalo olukyasinze kuba lwangu era oyo gwe lulemye oba ekitundu ekiremereddwa ekyo tekikyasobola kuwakanya Pulezidenti Museveni oba kuwakanya bali banguzi oba kubaako ne gwe bavumirira. Kale ffe tuvuddeyo, simanyi oba tuli bangi oba tuli batono, naye amawulire gajja balaga abasobodde oteekako emikono n'abakyalemereddwa. Era abalemereddwa bajja kuba bawa ekifaananyi ekitundu kye bakiikirira ludda ki kwe kiyimiridde mu kulwanyisa corruption. So ffe ab'Ejjinja tumaze oteekako omukono era twagala okugoberera ensonga zino nga zizze ku fulo ya parliament era abo bonna betusanga nga essente z'omuwi w'omusolo zibali ku ngalo ng'amasavu abo tujja babonereza ng'etteeka bwe lirambika.
Kaseja Stephen Kagwera, MP Burachia. Without hesitation, I have to sign because I hate corruption. And since my 8th Parliament, 9 have been fighting. But here, it is becoming even worse. This one is the worst I have seen. Let us try.
Thank you so much.
Uganda balwagala honorable. Actually, they are Ugandans.
Some Uganda, yes.
What do you want to tell you? Lwaleero nsayininze petition lw'okuba we hate corruption. Tubadde tulwana corruption kuva 8th Parliament, 9th Parliament kutuuka na kati. Naye this parliament is the worst in corruption and we must really fight. Tuteekwa kulwana.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Honorable. We are grateful
for standing on the right side.
Exactly.
Ate olwaleero nsiibye ne Honorable nze ngenda kwogera mu Luganda. No, this one. Good yet. Enteekateeka z'olwaleero zitambudde bulungi nga bwe mulabye ababaka bakyajja bakyateekako emikono ku petition eno eyita parliament. Naye tuli bagumu tutunuulidde olunaku olw'enkya ne Friday tusuubira really bwe kitaabe ki by Friday tubadde twagala tube nga tumaliriza process eno ey'emikono naye nga twebaziza mwenna ababaka naddala abawulidde ensonga eno nejje ne muvaayo mujje. Ekyokubiri, tuddamu okukinyweza nti petition yaffe eno ekwata ku commissioners bana aba parliament, Honorable Sirwanyi Solomon, Honorable Mpuuga Mathias, Honorable Procedural Mpulira ne Honorable Afuyo Chani. Ba commissioners bana tugoberera akawumbi kamu mu milioni 7 ezagabanibwa z'aba commissioners, naye tekwata ku speaker wa parliament Honorable Anita Among. Twagala okubategeeza bonna nti nno balekeraawo okuteeka erinnya lya speaker mu motion yaffe. Ffe tutunye ba commissioners bana. Ekisembayo ne Right Honorable Anita Among tumusaba aleke motion eno parliament yeetereza. Parliament yegenze, parliament egenda tuva mu ngalo neggwanga ligenda tuva mu ngalo. Tutereza parliament, tutereza ba commissioners baffe. Buli mbaka wa parliament yonna gy'oli jangu otereze parliament yo, kubanga parliament teyinza kubanga yetandikirwamu obukenuzi wano. Muyinza okubanga muli bize mu byalo mukola ebintu bingi nnyo mu byalo ne parliament evudde mu ngalo. Embeera eriwo transparency na accountability ababaka manyi mukola emirimu mirungi nnyo mu byalo ne muleme kwekweka eyo. Tutunulidde wiiki eno kubanga tumaliriza okukolekitinga signatures zaffe, n'olwekyo twakyali kyetaaga kulinda. Ate kano ke kaseera akasembayo tutambudde bulungi. Ababaka mubeere bagumu ne bwembanga mukubiddwa obusimu. Tebayinza kubanga babaagala kati kasuusuuto kano ne babagamba bikubawa obusente. Obusente tesibwe bugenda bayamba mu kisanja kyammwe nga parliament. Kyekwasa ennaku omubaka nakubira nti ntuuse mu Kampala nindaako wano, ate bw'atuuka n'omulaba nga teyeesozze eryadduse agenze. Agambye nzija kati. Bw'atuukawo mu parking n'ayolesebwa. Kati ekyo kyokka kye tulaba ekigambo ekitukutte ekituleetedde okulowooza nti ababaka mugumye emyaka 4 kati tutandika mwaka gwa 4. Mubadde ki? Ababaka babadde ki ku ddakiika eno esembayo? Mwebale nnyo, mwebali eddala.